Welcome back. It's not just stealing pencils, office theft. It's a big problem that employers around the world say is not going away anytime soon. And it's costing employers billions of dollars in lost revenue as well as merchandise. Security expert Scott Schober has seen the problem firsthand as CEO of Berkeley Varitronic Systems and as a security expert consulting with companies globally. His company designed a unique gadget to stop thieves in their tracks, and he joins us now to tell us all about it. Scott, welcome back to the show. It's always good to see you because you bring gadgets here.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Now, see, I'm an 8-track kind of guy, 8-track cassette kind of guy. Forget about CDs and that stuff. And I'm thinking if you're stealing something, maybe paper clips, staples, staplers. But we're not talking about that.
No. Those days have changed greatly. Now it's digital theft. The IP on digital is worth so much of the intellectual property. People are taking laptops, mobile phones to steal information. Maybe something even as simple as taking a picture for something confidential, a schematic, a classified file, and that's worth a lot of money.
But see, Scott, that's why you have to go back to the Model T, my friend. This stuff is scary. We were talking before about, credit card theft and all those things. I mean, you have to constantly stay on your P's and Q's. In a situation like this, somebody could come in, I guess, with a smartphone, take a picture of some files, sell it to somebody, sell it to another corporation. Yeah. How do you defend yourself against this?
That's the challenge. Up to this point, people would use traditional metal detectors, a lot of security departments, but metal detectors only pick up certain things. Now, with mobile phones, there's very little metal in them. With laptops, there's not much metal anymore. There's a lot of unique properties in there. And what we do is have some very sensitive sensors that can pick up on the electronics inside of mobile phones, laptops, tablets, so that employees can't steal them from the workplace. And they also don't bring them into a secure facility.
All right. Well, look, the one thing I like about you, I feel like every time I do a Rise Exchange and you're here, it's like back in kindergarten. Show and tell.
Show and tell time.
We are ready. What do we have over here? I guess you have your little, he's not a mannequin. He's all dressed in red.
We've got Sean here who can help demonstrate. This is called a Sentry Hound cell phone detection portal, primarily for catching cell phones, but again, laptops, tablets, electronics that you don't want it to come in or out of the workplace. And that's what it's basically doing there. It's not picking up on traditional things as a metal detector, copper, aluminum, bronze, or brass, but rather unique properties, ferrous properties inside of a mobile phone or tablet. And that's very important that you don't want these to come into a classified facility, a government facility. We read a lot about and see a lot about the problems that happen.
You hear that
and
sound?
that's the alert that he could trigger off there to alert security personnel. Somebody's coming into a secure space with a mobile phone, a tablet, or something else.
Okay, how much does something like this cost?
This is under $5,000.
Wow.
And we introduced it recently, and it's taken off on the market internationally. We've sold this all around the world, and we continue to get sales on it, so we're really excited about it.
Can I work for you?
Sure you can.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, that sounds great, going into secure facilities. What about the regular employee who comes to work with a laptop? I mean, what, you check your laptops and your cell phones at the door?
Absolutely. A lot of secure facilities, maybe manufacturing facilities, they don't allow laptops, they don't allow cell phones. A lot of machine shops, a lot of heavy machinery, anywhere where an operator could be distracted, an employee could be distracted with technology, they have a no cell phone policy, no electronics policy within a certain point where it's secure. That's where they'll use this, right outside the door. Or even a conference room. A lot of secure boardrooms and meetings. They don't want somebody to bring a mobile phone in and turn the microphone on and listen into the conversation.
Are there any legal ramifications behind this? I can understand, for instance, a secure facility, but if you're just, the regular Joe Blow going to work, maybe you don't want your cell phone confiscated at the door or your laptop. Where are we with that?
Well, you really have to comply with what's posted and stated in the company policies and procedures. And some companies will have that clearly outlined. Here's what our policies and procedures are. And statistically, even last year, there's reports of well over $50 billion in employee theft. And that involves intellectual property, stealing data, trade secrets, as well as stealing coffee from the cafeteria. So all of that lumped up, that's a lot of money.
Well, that's a lot of moolah.
Exactly.
We're talking about coffee and things like that. What kind of money are we talking about companies saving with a device like this?
Well, think about it. If you had a product that you were about to launch and it was a trade secret, and the competition got up on you and they got a month advantage, that could translate to millions of dollars in stealing that information, having that competitive advantage, just by bringing a mobile phone or tablet into the facility, snapping some pictures, and taking it out. So companies are spending money with technology such as this to prevent anybody bringing in electronics and stealing it.
And my executive producer, Alvina Olson, just said that these are actually popular in prisons because...
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, good point there. And in prisons, contraband cell phones is a huge problem. I think we've talked about it in the past. You could fetch between $500 to $1,000 for getting a phone smuggled in. So outside the prison facilities, they'll use a device like this and have somebody walk through, maybe a visitor, maybe a lawyer, and all of the inmates to make sure it doesn't get thrown over the fence, and they tuck it away. And it does do full-body detection.
Now, see, that's where you got me. Full-body detection, forget about it.
Full-body detection. So if you envision, if Sean had it in his foot, for example, down there in his sock, a phone, it would pick that up. If he had it in his shirt pocket, if he had it in multiple phones, or a laptop here and a phone down there, it'll pick it up and it'll set off an alert.
Well, I got to tell you, this is a new age, and I feel like a dinosaur right now, but I got to say, we've run out of time for this, but, you know, the next time you come back here, Scott, you need a better demonstrator. You know, I mean, come on, you know, whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Yes.
Scott Schober, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
All right. Next, why so many African American shows struggle on the Great White Way. You're watching Arise Exchange.